So, you know, this is coming to the end of a training thing now. By the way, do you know the Ledochowski protocol? What is that? And in what order? In that order. Exactly right. Right? Now, does that mean you can't change the order? Of course it doesn't. Does that mean you can't do work by jumping or skipping a step? Of course it doesn't. It just means that if you follow those 3 steps in that particular order, one thing takes care of the other. The thing that makes one thing fail sets up the conditions for the next one to succeed. Does that make sense? That makes your life easier, that makes your successes easier, and makes your results much more guaranteed, shall we say. Make sense? So, you know, it's always a little strange when you've got to this place, like a holding place, and it's time to move on to somewhere else. Because, you know, whilst you're in here, you kind of put your lives on hold, and at some point, you have to take the thread back up again. It's a little bit like, you know, here Cliff and I are landing in Miami, and the first thing we hear, and this is kind of part of what you deal with in life, right? The first thing we hear is that all your baggage has gone. That's what they tell us. I mean, we sat there by the carousel, waiting and waiting and waiting, and we couldn't talk to one person, another one said, "Are you sure your baggage on the plane?" "Yes, it was. I had my baggage, and I know it's pretty heavy, right?" I said, "I'm sorry, guys, but it appears that all your baggage is gone. You're just going to have to live without it for a while." So there we are with just our hand luggage. All the important stuff inside there, luckily, you know, the laptops and the money and credit cards and all that sort of stuff. So the important stuff is with us. But all the baggage has gone. And we're just going to have to live with that.
How did you feel?
Good. Really, really good. Yeah. And so we carried on the next flight, and, you know, it's kind of you have these sort of interesting moments where you kind of look for something you know can't really happen. Like you spend a long time with people and you walk into a room, you expect them to be there, but you know they've gone on to other places. So it kind of happened with me because we spent a long, long flight. There's like, I don't know, 70, 80, 90 people on this plane, you know, all who are in our departure lounge. And they're all talking, and they know each other like they're all friends, and they're chatting away. And you kind of get to miss that. So we get to Miami and we board on the next flight, and there's like a really kind of totally, shall we say, irrational thought in the back of my mind saying, I wonder if they'll be on the next flight. I wonder if I'll see those people again. And you know, there's kind of a thought in the back of your mind, and you almost start convincing yourself, maybe, just maybe, I'll see those people again. And so we get to the departure lounge for the next flight from Miami to come over to Palm Springs. And we walk in, and we hear this hubbub of noises. And at this point, I'm going, no, this can't be. Will those people be there again? Will I see them again? And I walk into the departure lounge, and there they are. It's about 100 people sitting there, all chatting away. And then it struck me. They're not the same people. They're not the same people that came here. They're different people. Happy, excited, and they really have something going for them. But they're not the same people. And I guess you just have to accept that, because that's how life works, isn't it? You expect something good to happen, and something better just waits around the corner. So I'd like to thank, and I mean really thank, all of you for making this such a powerful experience for me. Because I've never had the opportunity to work so intensely with such a wide group and do what we did together. So I really want to thank you for that. You guys were great. Thank you.